fans were calling this hiatus Droughtlander, and we're back, and it's so exciting. So for both of you, Sam, we can start with you. What are fans looking forward to this coming season?
Yeah, this is actually, it has been the longest Droughtlander, but we know how strong our fans are, and we really appreciate them sticking by. We really wanted to make sure that we could shoot the show with the same scale and size that I guess we've been accustomed to. It was going to be challenging during COVID, but once we could do it and do it safely, we were all really happy to be back at work. And I don't think we've had to make any reduce it in scale at all. I think it's everything there's there, and in fact, some of the episodes are longer than other seasons, and I think they're just going to really enjoy it. It's a really action packed, really dark season. So get ready, take a deep breath. They're gonna enjoy it.
Great. Caitriona, anything to add about what you can tease, spoiler free, what you can tease for season 6?
Well, I think everybody knows that this lovely family, the Christies, show up, and Tom Christie is someone from Jamie's past. Lovely man, easy to get along
Yeah,
with.
really nice guy.
Just really goes with the flow. um, I think they really uh, upend things, I suppose, at Fraser's Ridge. They changed the dynamic on the ridge, and what was once a real safe haven for Claire and Jamie perhaps is no longer. We obviously know the Revolutionary War is looming, and having to pledge allegiance and where the loyalties lie of the Frasers is really an ongoing concern for them. I think we know what happens, and Claire is able to know that at some point they're going to have to go against the crown, but it's how do they pick that moment? When is that moment going to be right? It's a tough balancing act for them to have.
Navigate.
So much to dig into, though. We mentioned this before, but the fans for the show are obsessed. What do you think it is about the show that makes it feel so relatable? And Caitriona, specifically for you, why do you feel that this is so enticing for women to watch?
I think there's so many things. I think women love action-packed, smart content, and this is something that really is. You have all of the historical elements, you have all of the action, and then you also have this beautiful romance. And I think that the show is so relatable. Yes, it's slightly sci-fi and it has this sort of fantasy element, but at its core, it's about a marriage, it's about family, it's about home. Um, and these are all things that we can all relate to. And, it may have this very romantic, dashing man that also might entice a few women, but I think it's the whole, it's right. It's all of these
Yeah,
things.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, really. I think there's just so much in the show, right? Like there's something for everyone, whatever floats your boat. I think we've got, as you said, there's historical, there's the time travel side, there's a sci-fi element to it. So it really is going to appeal. And I think if you haven't watched all of the other seasons, go back and watch them, because there's going to be you're going to need them to get into this season.
Okay. Binge watch it one
And
sitting.
that's what I meant to
Go.
say. Go binge it before you watch this season.
There it is. The scenery for the show is epic. I don't know if you're aware, but a lot of people are flocking to Scotland to see it for themselves. Since you guys have experienced it, what is it like being in that beautiful atmosphere?
It's very cold. We were shooting during winter, which was cold, but it is a great country, isn't it? I mean, Katrina's been there now for you're now an honorary Scot, I
Well,
think.
I'm waiting to be given my like key to Scotland or something, like I,
Yeah.
I want I want Nicola Sturgeon to like hit my shoulders with a haggis or something and tell me I'm an honorary Scot.
Yes, Lady Balfe, but it is an amazing country, and we, because it also doubles for America, and I think we looked at going abroad and we looked at shooting elsewhere for it, but it's amazing that we can find all these great locations and for the US as well. So yeah, it's brilliant. We've got a great crew there as well. There's so many wonderful places that we still haven't seen as well. Like from the castles to mountains and the great forests. But maybe we should go and shoot in the Caribbean next time, don't you think?
I think so.
Okay, I'm signed up for that, season 7. Caitriona, this time around for you was a different experience. You were filming while pregnant. What was that like, and how is baby boy doing?
You know,
Hmm.
it was a challenge, I'm not gonna lie. I think, it's quite a demanding schedule at the best of times, and then add in a pregnancy on top of that, it was exhausting. But I was very well looked after by my fellow cast and crew. They were incredible and took very good care of me. Um, and baby boy is doing great. He's good. He's learning how to sleep, and we're not there yet. But I'm a firm believer we're going to get there. So once we do, things will be much better, I think.
You started this journey almost 8 years ago. Looking back, when was the moment that you realized that this show really made you a superstar?
Oh God, I mean, I don't really think of myself as a superstar by any means. But I do think, this show has given us so much. Ah, he's back. Yay. I think back to the first day that it aired, and I was very lucky that I got to tell the crew what our numbers were, which were really big for our opening. And I look at that moment and how we had no idea what this journey was going to be when we started on it. And that was such a proud moment. And just every year it sort of gets bigger. And even this year, I think because we've had such a long Droughtlander and people have been, watching the entire every single bit of content, we've gained all these new fans, and that's incredible. I think it's wonderful to hear that some of the people that you look up to, that you've looked at as heroes in the business, and they're now fans of the show, and that's pretty cool.
And I'll leave you guys with this. Sam, I know we missed you on the last one, so forgive me if this is a little repetitive, but you both in the past have talked about how this show has changed your lives, specifically in terms of privacy issues and some other things as well. But for both of you personally, what has been the biggest change that's happened over the 8 years that you've spent working on Outlander?
The gray hairs, I think, probably. No, it's been it's just changed. It's changed my life in that I think from experience from working with a really close group friends and family now. Really, I guess I should call everyone. But also, I think just the experience of working on sets to then how it transfers to working on other productions and creating our own content and our own projects. So it really. I have to thank Outlander for all of that. It's given us so much, and I'm looking forward for the fans to see this season, because it feels like they've had to wait for quite a while.
Caitriona has a hit show and an Oscar buzz
Right.
situation. She has a big March.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
we'll see.